Got it?
Doesn't matter which one.
No, it goes up there.
Got to cut them out, right? Keys in there. Ooh, cleaned out some in here.
I did. Had to do something with it. Good morning, YouTubers. This is Rick Stivers with Young Martin's Reels, going fishing again today. And Robert is out here with me today. We're out here on President's Day.
Good morning.
So we're gonna go see if we can make this happen. Hopefully we'll catch some fish today. I would like to extend a special welcome to my dad's old fishing buddy, Bobby Fred Reese. Bobby, nice to have you along with us. It's I wish you was actually out here with us. That'd be great. So anyway, we're heading back out here. Today we're gonna do something a little different. We picked up some live crawfish that we're gonna try setting up, and we're gonna try some jug fishing. I've never done any jug fishing before. So we're gonna set out 3 jugs and see if that gets us anywhere. Get us some catfish or something. You guys know I'm not a personal favorite of catfish. Robert happens to like them.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna see what we can do today. Okay, we're in our first fishing spot for the day, and we set out a jug. This is the first time for us. We we went and left the weights for the jug fishing in the truck. So we were able to rummage around the boat, and the only thing we found in there heavy enough to use was a pair of channel lock pliers, big ones. So we put those out, and hopefully they'll come back up when we pull the jug up. I don't think we'll lose it. And anyway, that'll take care of that. We've never jugged. Robert says he's jug fished before. What'd you catch?
A long time ago, we caught some catfish, and eel.
And where was this at?
In Florida.
Okay.
Near Tarpon Springs, Florida.
Did you ever catch alligator?
I caught an alligator one time on a little jug. A little baby alligator decided he wanted to play with the bait that was on there. I think at the time we just had chicken on there. But he decided he wanted to play around with it, so we spent 30 minutes watching him drag the jug all around the canal there. It was fun.
What'd you do with him?
It was funny. Well, we had to cut him loose. He eventually started. He tacked the jug enough times because he got aggravated with following him, so he started biting it. He poked enough holes in it where it started sinking, so we had to get him off of that and let him go. Keep our trash. Keep everything clean.
All right. So today we are doing something else a little different. Robert, why don't you just reach your hand down in there and grab one of these?
No, I'm not going to do that. I use these right here.
You can't find them?
Can't seem to get there deep now. There's a little fighting.
We decided we're going to fish with some live crawdads today. And
this is a baby one. The other ones are bigger.
Yeah.
But they're
both of us have been gotten by them today. One of them got me on the thumb. I don't know where he got Robert.
He got me on the side. He tried to draw blood.
Yeah, they don't seem to like to grab hold of things that are metal, but when they get onto a piece of flesh, they know they got it. So we're going to see how they work for us today. We've got those out. We've got our shrimp, and we tried to cast net for some shad, but we didn't get any. And we'll see what we got. We've got them out on floats. We got them out on the bottom with no roll weights. We're sitting in this channel that comes out of the power plant, and there's a lot. fish finder was showing fish here. Now it's not showing anything. We'll see if they come back. And it's a fairly decent flow. It's not a rapid flow, but it's enough to pull the lines and everything back. So we definitely need the no-roll sinkers on the ones that we want to stay in place. And so far, no bites. It snagged it and ran for a second.
Oh, it's on.
You got him?
Yeah, we got.
Okay, here we go. Fish on for the day.
Not very big though.
Oh, he's not big?
No, I think we just lost it.
Oh, you think he got off?
Yeah, I think he got off. He was on there, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. He pulls it again. No, I don't think so. The other lines are drifting. We've got some slack in them. I don't have no slack in it.
You can go ahead and wind it in and see if we got bait left.
Oh my gosh, I can't see anything. Oh yeah, here we go.
He on?
Yeah. I'm going to try to keep him under that other one. Come on, come on. Yeah, he's pulling pretty good. Pulling pretty good. Come on, dude. He's trying to go right up under the boat. This guy.
Yeah, he come right in on top of us.
So close, too. There we go.
What you got, little cat?
There we go. No.
Oh, nice red.
Yeah, nice and red. It's kind of short, but it's healthy.
Okay. All right, so we haven't been skunked on the day.
We got him on camera here. All
yep,
right.
There we go. Okay, Robert, how big was that red?
Oh, he's 16 and a half.
16 and a half?
16 and a half inches. I had to check my curiosity.
My guess was 16, so that's not too bad.
That's really calibrated eyeballs you got there.
So, but anyway, he's back in the water on his way, and we're rebaited up. We caught that one on a shrimp, I believe. Okay, it started to rain on us, and Robert suggested that we cover up a little bit. So I got this old umbrella out and put it up. So we'll see if that changes the luck for fishing. Okay, we spent what, a half hour over in that other spot. Didn't catch anything. We got that one small red, and that was it. So we've moved about what, 300 yards away from that spot to a place that at least shows fish on the fish finder. So we'll see how we do here. We wasn't recording. Now we are.
I think got a fish on.
You think you got a fish on, huh?
Yep. Let's see if he gets. He's trying to wrap around the other line there. Gotta. Get him to come. There he goes. All right, now we're good. Come on, dude. Oh yeah.
What you got?
Come on here. Looks like another red. He's a little fatty.
Oh!
Oh no. He wasn't hooked as good. That hook come right out. Maybe we should have got the net. Should have got the net.
Oh.
He was
Oh!
He was a little bit longer. He was probably 18. He wasn't quite 20
He
inches.
still wasn't 20, so.
No, but he was fatty.
Now he hit that crawdad.
He hit the crawdad. It's gone. Put the crawdad on there. Put another one on there. Reach your hand in that bucket. Oh, you did.
I did. I just watched that old Cajun boy reach in there and play with that crawdad. try it. See what we can do. All right, it looks as though we have some action over here on our jug. It doesn't seem to be sitting perfectly still. It seems to be dancing around. So we're hoping we got a fish on there. That's definitely motion.
It's not the current. It would be pulling in one direction, right?
Yeah. And it would be going the opposite direction. I think there's a fish.
When it's not moving left or right, it's just swinging.
Yeah, that's because it can't go but so far. It's anchored to the bottom. Guess we didn't get a fish. Guys are trolling right along over and over again. But I don't see them catching any more fish than we are, so. So what's your best day of fishing, Robert? Best day you ever had?
It's hard to say. My priorities have changed over the years. I think one of the most memorable ones was in going fishing with my grandpa. My mom's dead. And we take his tow truck. I mean, I can't remember. I was probably like early 50s.
You needed a tow truck to pull that fish out?
That's what he used all the time. That was his run around truck, was a tow truck, I guess, from the years of, because he'd almost completely retired from working every day as a mechanic. By the time I was old enough to do anything, he would come down to the station, but he didn't work all day, every day, all day long. But evidently back in the day, he had used cars. He'd sell used cars, and he would go tow people's cars in to work on them and stuff like that. So he didn't do a whole lot of that because he was, leasing the station out. Other people working, and people working for him were doing all the work. But he kept this old tow truck. And I just thought the truck was so cool. It's one of those, you push the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor, and the starter's button was behind it.
Yeah.
Looked like the old dimmer switches.
Like what's on my Jeep, yeah.
And so you push it all the way to the floor, and it cranks up. Had a manual choke. That first thing I ever had to learn how to do manual choke. And a 4-speed. Headlight switch on the bottom, and it had a bubble gum. It was a kid, was probably big around, but it probably did have a big light on, rotating beacon on top of that big around, rotate around. But anyways, we take that tow truck to go fishing. That was funny. And we went to this one place where they were building a subdivision. He used to go there all the time. But he went this particular time, and they had, since the time he'd been here last, they put a sign up and had kind of made a road and closed the trail you could go through, and had it all closed because they were going to start moving the earth and build houses all around it. Once the houses were all built around it, he wouldn't have access to it anymore. And that's what it was saying. It's private property now. And we drove that tow truck right through that fence. he knocked the whole rope down, little chain they had across, a little thin chain across, like a dog chain with a little sign hanging off of it. He knocked it all down, pulled the post right out of the ground. It drug them 100 yards down through the woods before they finally fell down and the truck ran over them. We drove the tow truck all the way down to the river. To the pond. It was just a hidden lake. And the name of the estates is now called Hidden Lake Estates. Built big old huge houses all around it. But we went down there, and I remember that day because I got a picture of it. I see it all the time. My mom's got in her photo album. And I think I was about 10, maybe 11 years old. And I'm holding the stringer up with both hands as hard as I possibly can. You barely see my little face looking over it, and it's full of fish. There's like probably 40 or 50 fish all across it. Yep, perch. All those were perch. Look at all those perch. Because that's the one I learned how to fillet real good. You scrape all the gills off of them. Scales off of them. Scale them all and fillet them on both sides. Start from the back, do both sides, chop the heads off. Done. Don't have to gut them or nothing. Just leave all the center part. That's probably the most memorable one. But fishing in a competition for sharks in Destin, Florida, that was exciting. That's huge. And then Alaska, those halibut. That's like, I think I told you the story before. When I saw that dude pull out a 38 and shoot a fish in the head, it didn't warn none of us. you get them reeled in, you know, we fight it, and then they got a thing that hooks off like that outrigger. It's a steel cable, and it clamps onto the fishing line, and it used a motor. It used a motor to pull it in, and pull it up, and it's hanging off the side of the boat. We got a big hook instead of a fishing net. You have a hook, and the little mate guy was handing me the hook to hook it on there. Like, get him. He's told me where to hook it at and pull it in. And he goes, "You're not gonna be able to lift it; it'll be too heavy. Just pull it close to the boat, and we'll all grab hold. We'll all pull it together. We'll use that winch to get him over the side." And then all of a sudden, like I said, that skipper pulls, shoots him. Didn't warn none of us. All of a sudden, bam! Whoa! What happened? He said, "Oh yeah, we gotta kill him before he put it in the boat. That his tail is so strong it'll break your leg if he hits you. It'll knock you out of the boat." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Oh yeah, it'll break the boat. If we put him in the boat, he'll bounce around so much he'll break the boat." Oh, I'm like, oh my God. Yep. Those are memorable times. And then the crazy stuff too. I don't know. It's a cool thing about being in the military was when you get to go different places. Like, you kill your battery.
I had a guy in one of my classes years ago. He had to drop out of the class because he got injured. He had been fishing over at Fort Hood, and he found laying on the ground what he thought was one of those styrofoam nightlights, and he took it and put it in his boat, and he thought, "This is really cool, I'll take it out here." He set that sucker in the boat and hooked it up to his battery. It was a flare.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
He set that flare off in his boat.
Wow.
Scorched him up pretty good.
What has styrofoam on it for?
I don't know. It looked like it was made to float from what he was describing. I never saw the thing.
Maybe for target.
Did it burn a hole right through the seat in the boat?
Wow.
Got his legs scorched. Like he said, the main thing to remember is if you're ever on a military installation, you find something laying on the ground, leave it there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It happened a lot of Eglin. We get phone calls because we took care of Eglin's range from over the field. We get phone calls all the time, especially from the wildlife dudes, the Florida game wardens. They were like, "Yeah, we got a couple hunters that found something that looks like it might be an explosive device. What you want to do with it? Stay away. Wait for us to get there." We had to go out there with the EOD guys to check it out and make sure it's okay. Every once in a while they'll find stuff. Memorable ones.
Yeah, it was one of the most memorable. When I was a kid, we were at Bluegrass Beagle Club, and it was me and my dad and my brother. And you know, I think it's possible that the Fred Reeses were with us that day, but I'm not sure who was with us that day. But we had one of those old metal Coleman coolers. I'm sorry, Coca-Cola coolers. Remember the old Coca-Cola? You know, had the lid that slid over. We filled that thing all the way up. We had 368 bluegill in that thing.
Wow.
It took us a long time to clean all them fish.
I bet so.
But that was one of my best days of fishing too. That was a good day. But yeah, it's almost time to head over to Canyon Lake, try out the white bass. They usually start running in March, and March is almost here.
Yep.
But we went over there last year, Michael and myself, and we fished it. But we couldn't get our bait to drop that 80 feet before the current pushed our boat out, and I didn't have any way to anchor in 80 feet of water. So that's why we got these 100-foot ropes, which still really aren't going to be long enough. That's only going to give you 20 feet, out from the boat, angle-wise. So
may not hook in.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I might have to pick up 2 more ropes. All right. So anyway, we caught one 16.5-inch red. Robert had one probably 19-inch red almost in the boat, and it got off. So that's been the day. And I haven't seen anybody else catch anything either. So we're going to call it quits. We're going to head in for the day. And I don't know when I'll get Robert back out here again, but hopefully before too long. And this is my last fishing video for a while, I think. Yeah, we're going on the cruise next weekend, so we'll be gone for a while. And I won't be able to make another fishing video until I get back from the cruise. So for now, that's it. Let's get going. All anchors are in.
But now we see fish.
Yeah, I was seeing fish then.